Oh, looks like we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Hello. Welcome to another show. Today is Thursday, June 25th. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live.
Happy hour? I'm not fucking happy. I'm angry. I'm always fucking angry.
Oh, yes. We're back for another live on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, hello to those of you who are regular watchers and listeners. If you only listen to the podcast version of the show, welcome back. For those of you who are new to the show, it's happy hour, which means I drink a beer and we chat live on YouTube. Except I'm not drinking beer this week because I got fucking hammered on Monday and missed the show on Tuesday. So now I'm not drinking alcohol. So today's non-beer, ladies and gentlemen, is a full pint of sparkling water with ice in it. Because it's fucking hot today. I made the mistake yesterday of trying to drink a cup of tea. And it was 32 degrees. That was a mistake. I was sweating for the entire show. So cheers. Just water today. Sparkling water. De l'eau gazeuse. Fucking soda water, as Americans call it. Why do you call it soda water? Anyway, cheers. It's not even sparkling. I think the ice destroyed the sparkles in there. Motherfucker. Anyway, I saw that you guys were talking about the weather because it is hot. It's currently 34 degrees where I'm sitting. And it's I mean, how much is that in Fahrenheit? What's 34 degrees in Fahrenheit?
It's 93.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
93.2 degrees Fahrenheit for the Americans out there. That's pretty hot. It's pretty fucking hot. I've got my fan going in the corner, so you might be able to hear a background hiss in the sound. If you do hear it, then I apologize. But otherwise, I will die if I don't have a fan. It isn't as hot as it was this time last year, ladies and gentlemen. Around about the time that Louise, my daughter, was born. She was born on a day where it was 39 degrees in Paris, 39 in Paris, and then we decided to move house a month later when it was 42 degrees in Paris. Those are the two temperatures I remember from last year because they're the two temperatures where we basically had the worst days of our lives because we... My baby was born in a hospital without air conditioning, 39 degrees, and we were sharing the room with a couple that we didn't know. You know, like the after-birth room where you're supposed to spend time with your family, but we were spending it with a couple that we didn't know who were very nice, but it was just very awkward. 39 degrees. We were sweating our balls off. And my wife doesn't have balls, but she was sweating balls. She's got more balls than me, to be honest. And then we moved house. Moving house, fucking sofas moving, 42 degrees. So, cheers to hot weather. Oh, I'm going to need a second one. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Kare says to give birth in 39 degrees. Fuck that. Well, that's why, potentially why Louise is such a rowdy little baby where she's just like, all day, every day, because she was born in a heat wave. Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, I hope you're all well. What's going on? Thursday. Thursday. What was I gonna talk about? I've got a couple of things to talk about today. For a laugh, I went back through my phone. You know how I go back in my phone to see photos from 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 10 years ago. I found a cool photo from the 25th of June, 2016, was it? Yeah, it was 2016. Let me bring it up. Let me get it on my phone, show you on the screen. Bit of a throwback Thursday, literally a throwback Thursday today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's have it. Command 3 to show the iPhone. It's me and my good friend Rolly Asal, who's on the show every day, in New York. New York! We were in New York together on the 25th of June. This is on the 25th of June because on the 24th of June, I was performing my show, franglais, at a festival called the French Comedy Festival. The French Comedy Festival, which was an event that was created in New York by by a friend of mine called Colleen and her then boyfriend, Mika. And so we were performing together on that. He opened for me. It was my first ever show, franglais, in a really tiny room in Broadway. There we go. Look, 50 people were in that room, and it was sold out. So I was super happy to be able to perform my show in New York City, the first time ever. I've not been back to New York since that trip, but that was 4 years ago today. God, time flies. Time goes so quickly. Oh man, and that was before What the Fuck France came out. It was the only reason there was people in that room was because of the video on La Bise, right? Because I did that video in January. It got a couple of million views. And then my show in Paris was sold out. And then the momentum was still there for June 2016. And then over the summer, well, in June, July, we were filming the first episodes of What the Fuck France. And then they got released in September. So it was before the big sort of buzz situation. So it's cool. Hopefully I'll be back in New York at some stage to perform there again. So yeah, I thought that would be a fun thing to share with you. Throwback Thursday. Speaking of my show, today I spent a couple of hours going back through my website and just re-updating all of the tickets for the shows coming up since we're kind of almost sort of back on stage in France. So you can find all of those dates and tickets available on my website, paultaylorcomedy.com/tickets. This is the website. And so I've just updated the rest of 2020. So London is my next official show, if everything goes well in the UK and there's no second wave. I think I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling that all countries are going to go through a second wave again. It's kind of starting to happen in Germany. In Korea, they're starting to close down stuff again in certain parts, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, here we go. So if you're really wanting to get tickets, then you can get tickets. If I was me going to another person's show, unless it was going to be sold out, I knew that it was going to be sold out, then I'd probably hang out. But anyway, London's almost sold out anyway. And then I've got a bunch of other tickets for the end of the year. Specifically Paris, in Paris at L'Européen, the theatre L'Européen. I'm there for the whole month, October 1st till October 31st, 15 shows. Is that 15? 5 times 3 is 15, yeah, 5 weeks, 3 times a week. And then Nantes, Geneva and Dijon and Rouen, or just outside of Rouen, for 2020. And that's it for 2020 for now. We're trying to organise more international tours and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. And then all the 21 tickets are on there as well. And we're still waiting. Aix-en-Provence and Nice, they're 2 dates that never have. We had them booked, and the theatres are not open again so far. So we're still waiting. So there we go. A little update on what's going on in the world of Paul Taylor on stage. So we'll see. Erwan Barron says the experts say it will come back in autumn. Who are these experts? We'll see. Oh, Michael Yuhi, the beach in Dublin was full today. Second wave is approaching. Literally, the waves approaching the beach. The waves of COVID coming onto the beach. Just going, you think you're fucking in the sun. I didn't even know there was a beach in Dublin. No, I didn't. I know there's a beach area like I don't even know where that's called, but my uncle lives in Dublin. I just haven't been there in forever. Like 10 years, literally. Johanna D, London, unfortunately, the original date was a weekend, and now it's during the week, so it's not possible. Yeah, sorry, it was the only date available that we could find to reschedule that, so it's during the week now. It's not ideal, but, you know. Mathurin, my brother's name is Paul. I love it. Cool. Thanks for the info. Say hi to your brother Paul for me. What else is going on? Lorient, Rouen is not the 24th. Have I made a mistake? Oh, it's technical, Taylor. Hold on. Rouen, where are we? Fucking, let's go back up there. What did I put? September 29th? Let me go back onto Fnac websites. It is the 24th, correct. How did I fuck that up? It's because I'm going through like 5 different documents. My producer sent me a document. My tour manager sent me a document. Let me just make sure that that's okay. Yeah, all right. Planning actualisé. Well, I guess it's not very fucking actuel, is it? If it's off by 4 days. Jesus Christ. I'll have to update that. Let me write that down so I can not forget. Thank you, Lauriane. I presume that you're coming to that show. Can you imagine? Fucking update update Rouen. Oh my god. Creating more work for myself, people. That's what we love, isn't it? Isn't it? So what's going on there? Was it me that was just being a dickhead? Yep, it was me that was being a dickhead. I put the 29th. It's the 24th. Shut up, Paul. It doesn't matter. I'll update it later. Because updating it live is just boring. Right. What else is going on? Uh-oh. Lou Directioner is saying that there's a second wave starting in Croatia. Well, that's bad news. Woo! It's gonna be fun. Raquel Regal is on the show. Like the Wicked Witch of the West, I'm melting. Yes, so am I. It's crazy. Uh-oh. The girls are back. Hello. Hi. Lou. Hello. Come. Oh, Louise is back from the crash. Huh? She prefers the cat. Yeah, don't give me a hug. Just give the cat a hug. Be all right. What else was I going to talk about? That was it for the talking about. I've got a thing with Rolly, but I'll save it for when he joins the show. I don't know when he wants me to. Oh, Louise is interrupting the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll do it when she cries a bit louder. Anyway, what else is going on? Oh, yeah, some people on the super chats already. Thank you so much for the people contributing to the show money-wise. You can do so if you want to contribute to the show and contribute to the YouTube channel in general by hitting up a super chat right now if you're live on YouTube. Super chat buttons. Then you send money to YouTube, and then YouTube gives me back 70% of that money. So it's kind of cool. They at least they give me some money for that, which is cool. But if you want to contribute and give me all of the money, show me the monies, then you can go to coffee.com. It's a website where I've created an account where basically you can buy me an online beer, a virtual beer. Virtual coffee is what they say. I changed it to beer because I prefer beer. But for now, I'm just drinking water. So, coffee.com/Paul Taylor. ko-fi.com/Paul Taylor. And you can contribute to the show that way. Let me go find the super chat. First one that was in was Anil Kuldip. By the looks of it, $5 Canadian. It's been 3 months today that Paul's been doing the live. Congrats. It is 3 months today, Anil. Fucking look at you with your dates. It was March 25th was when I started doing these lives. So, well... Right, Louise has officially interrupted the show. So, it's time for the jingle for Louise.
Oh, are you hungry? Are you tired? Have you shit yourself? What's wrong?
So Anil Kuldip, good work on the super chat, and straight after the Louise jingle. Oh, by the way, the Louise jingle, you got to drink up. Obviously, if you're drinking with me, even if it's water or beer or whatever, then drink up because she interrupts the show. It's the drinking game. I did put a fucking coaster down. Why am I putting that? Anyway, Anil Kuldip, $5. Thank you so much for the contribution, and because you're so hot on the dates, March 25th. April, May, June, 3 months I've been doing this. Fucking hell. Well, thanks for contributing to the show, Anil. Let's have it.
Show me the money! Thanks very much for supporting the channel.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone that's contributing to the show. Obviously, all your money will be going to me buying beer. That's pretty much it. No, it's not. It goes towards me basically trying to make this YouTube channel better. But it's turned into a crowdfunding for fixing my laptop, which is smashed. Katerina says, no beach today. It's full of sweaty dickheads. Nice one. Where do you live, Katerina, that you're going to the beach? Or there's a lot. I imagine it's the UK, since you've given me £2.99 and that people are sweaty. Because, you know, if Italians go to the beach, they ain't sweating. They're fucking loving it. The Italians are just fucking, yeah, mate. You know, fucking French people, Spanish people, anyone from the south, anyone who's not basically from Northern Europe deals with, even Swedish people, I think, deal with the beach better than British people do. Jesus. Ebi Versace, thanks very much. N'oubliez pas le zoom avec nous. Haha, hello, wifey and baby. Yes, on va faire un zoom ensemble in a couple of minutes. So let's do that. Ryan the Burger as well. Thanks for the super chat. This show brings me out of my thesis funk. My thesis funk. Oh, you got a thesis going on. Mate, you're somebody important in life. Doing theses. Thesis? Theses? What is the plural of thesis? It's a good question, Paul. I'm glad you asked yourself that question. Now I've got to fucking Google it. Google. I can't Google. That's something my mum would do. Hold on. Thesis. Plural. Theses. Theses. There we go. Theses. I'm learning English with you, French people. Fucking hell. Oh. Thèse en français. Ouais. Thèse. At least thèse just has an S on it. It's pronounced the same. Fucking French is easier in this case. Cavallino spotted that one out. Thèse. Yeah, theses. People are theses. Piotr K says theses. Isn't there a TV show called that? No, This Is Us is the TV show. Theses. Theses. Ryan the Burger. Good luck with your theses. Theses. Well, it's thesis. You're just doing one thesis, right? I imagine. Evka Polevka. I'm at the bus now, but drinking water with you. Hey, cheers, Evka. Cheers to drinking. It's how hot it is. This is how hot it is, right? They're fucking breaking stuff. Is that the condensation from the cold water is sticking to the... It doesn't matter. You know what that... What am I? A fucking physics lecturer? Jesus. That's why I probably took it off of the... Anyway. What are you doing a thesis in, Ryan the Burger? Wait, did we already find that out the other time when we spoke? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. No, that was... We didn't speak, did we, Ryan? Yeah, we did speak, Ryan. You were in your... You had your sound thing not going... Doesn't matter. Whatever. I guess you guys are making in-jokes now, saying feces instead of theses. Yeah, I mean, you've got to pronounce it right. It's theses, not feces, right? But if you're from, like, fucking South London, do you know what I mean? Like, basically, yeah, my mate, he was doing, like, a theses, yeah? He's doing a theses at university, innit, blood? Do you know what I mean? I think quite a lot about doing a theses. Because in London, if you're, like, proper, like, gangster, innit, blood? Then often English people will say the TH with an F. Hey, speaking of English people, should I do a French Friday tomorrow again? Français, du vendredi français, demain. It worked pretty well. You guys were happy. It got more views and more listens. The podcast was crazy. The French Friday podcast was listened to by more people than like 5 other podcasts put together. Donc les Français, les vendredis en français. Les vendredis en français. Cool, people are saying yes. Sébastien Guillaumard, thank you for your $2. €2. Merci pour le fun. Bah, merci pour toi, pour créer du fun pendant les lives. Parce que si vous êtes pas là, c'est pas drôle en fait. Sinon, c'est juste moi, un cinglé qui parle à ma caméra à côté de mon ordinateur. Ce serait très bizarre sans vous. Donc, Oh, Marie-Laure Conejero says, yes, please. Frondredi. Eh, c'est bon ça comme titre français. Frandredi. French Fridays ou Frandredi. Oh, it's too good. I'm stealing that one, Marie-Laure. Oh, you're having it. I should do a jingle for Frandredi. Today is Frandredi. Hey, les gars, c'est vendredi, donc on va parler français, donc c'est Frandredi. I could have just done the jingle, but I can't be asked. Right, I tell you what. Let's should we do a bit of Zoom with you lot? A little bit of who the fuck are you? I think we should do that. Let me open up Zoom and chat to you guys, because speaking on the chat is cool. But let's get a couple of you on the show. If you're new to the show, I like to talk to the audience sometimes if I have time, and I don't have too much shit to talk about, which today I don't. So that's cool. I can create a meeting in Zoom. I will post the link in the chat in a minute. And then once I do post that, you can join the Zoom and I will let you in one by one. So you won't see the Zoom. You can keep watching the live while you're waiting to come in if I choose you. And basically, what you have to do is just make sure that the sound and video is activated on your Zoom. And if it is, perfect. 2, if I do choose you, I will say your name a couple of seconds before I actually choose you, so you have time to realize that it's happening, because the Facebook Live and the Zoom will be at different times. Which also means you need to turn off the Facebook Live when I Zoom you, because otherwise we'll hear you twice. So, with that said, let me copy the link into the chat. There is the link, and hopefully we'll be able to do some Zoom in action. Let me have a look. Participants. There we go. And yeah, just be aware that there's, 300 people or 280 people watching. So, make sure you're fucking sexy. Anne-Claire, before we do that, says $5 Canadian. Merci pour le live. S'il te plaît, dis à Rolly que tous les Montréalais savent où il vit maintenant. Have you been fucking stalking Rolly? Oh, dearie me. Rolly's got some stalkers. Did that work? Are some of you joining? Yeah, some of you are on the... Okay, perfect. So, did I say everything I needed to say before I get some people on the Zoom? Fucking sound on, video on, turn off the YouTube live if I choose you. Great, cool. Right. You know who I'm going to get on the show? Who I haven't met officially in real life, but I kind of have, is Piotr K, who's on the chat. Piotr K, one of the OGs of this live show, and was a moderator for a while on the YouTube channel, and then has just been around in general. He created the Facebook group, I believe, Le Poulailler de Paul, which is the Facebook group where people hang out after the chat. And he came to the show. Well, he didn't come to the show on Monday that I was performing at, but he came to the theatre. Actually, before I get him, did I take the video? Have I got that video? He was outside the theatre filming me, and yeah, let me show you the. See if I can get the video. So Piotr, get ready to get on the chat. I think I've got it here. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. I zoomed in as much as, there we go. Right, here we go. Let me get the iPhone up. Right, ready? No, I need to do that, and then I need to do, there we go. So this is me on the roof of the theatre at the European the other day when I was performing my show. Not my show, but the show, the Back to Theatre show. And as I could see around there, you can see somebody in a little red shirt waving at me in a second. There he is. There's Piotr K, and I zoomed in to see him. There he is. It's our friend. Let's get him on the chat. Right. How do I do this now? Right, Piotr, I'm admitting you to the live. Hopefully, the sound will work. I need to do a couple of movements. Gallery view. Let's do that first, and then let's switch that to this. And then I think we might have you on. Piotr, hello? Can you hear me? Hi. It says you're connecting to audio. Hey, Piotr, turn your phone sideways. Perfect. That's a good start. And then apparently you're connected. Are you connected? Hello?
Hi.
Oh, there he is. Piotr's in the house.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Right. First question. Je te parle en français or in English? Which one do you prefer?
Bon, les deux.
Both, les deux. Okay, cool. Bah, on va faire un peu a fucking Zoom. Fucking who the fuck? Oh, I didn't do the who the fuck are you jingle, did I? It does. I'll do the jingle afterwards. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Second of all, je t'appelle Pierre ou Piotr?
Comme tu veux.
Oh, I kind of like Piotr. I always call you Piotr online, like when I'm doing the live, because that's your name on YouTube. I think your name is Pierre, but you've got Polish roots.
Non,
am I correct?
non, mon vrai prénom est Piotr. Piotr.
Ok, donc ton vrai prénom c'est Piotr. Bah voilà.
Piotr, voilà.
Et
Ensuite, j'étais francisé Pierre.
t'étais francisé Pierre, ok.
Oui, parce que j'ai pris la nationalité française. Mais
D'accord.
je suis né en Pologne et je suis 100% polonais pur sang. Pur. Voilà.
Ah, c'est intéressant parce que je sais pas pourquoi dans ma tête t'étais un Français
Pas du tout.
d'origine polonaise.
Pas du tout. Pas du tout.
Ok, donc t'es d'origine polonaise, t'es né là-bas, 100% polonais, t'es venu en France.
Je suis né en Pologne. Je suis arrivé il y a 37 ans en France.
Waouh, 37 ans, c'est cool. Et pourquoi t'es venu en France il y a 37 ans?
En fait, mon père, il a immigré en 78 et nous, on est parti avec ma mère le rejoindre en France.
D'accord, ok, super. Et donc t'avais quel âge quand t'es arrivé?
10 ans et demi.
Ah ouais, ok. Donc c'est un peu, bah, c'est pas comme moi, mais moi j'ai quitté
Et
la
j'en
France
ai,
quand j'avais 9 ans.
et j'en ai 47, donc ça fait 37 ans.
Ah, c'est trop bien, c'est cool. Et du
Ah,
coup,
je suis un vieux, je sais, je suis un vieux.
hey, on est tous vieux ici. Même si on a 18 ans, on est tous vieux. Parce que maintenant que
Ouais.
j'ai un bébé, je vois que en fait tout le monde est vieux. En fait, à part
Ah oui,
elle est jeune
ça,
et tout
oui.
le monde, tous les
Les,
bébés sont
les,
jeunes.
les cernes sous les yeux, oui, 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 oui.
Oh, good stuff, man.
En plus, je t'ai ramené une bouteille de vodka polonaise exprès pour toi.
Mais je sais, tu m'as envoyé un texte, enfin pas un texto, un message sur Facebook après, parce qu'on était censé se voir. I was supposed to. Piotr was like, "Hey, are you hanging around after the show?" I was like, "Yeah, just give." I don't know what time the show will finish. It will finish probably.
Alors,
What did I
elle est
say?
là,
I
ta
said at
bouteille. Elle est là.
9:30.
Regarde, regarde, regarde.
Oh, mate. And you've got Christmas wrapping on it. I like it. It's perfect for the season.
C'est la
Oh,
vodka
shit.
pure polonaise pour toi, j'ai gardé exprès.
Putain, bah on va retrouver un autre moment pour parce que moi là j'ai une bouteille de vodka derrière mais elle est nulle. J'ai deux bouteilles de vodka dans mon attends, je suis à l'envers dans mon truc là. Mais en vrai je bois pas trop de vodka, il faut que je fasse un cocktail avec. What's your best cocktail? Give me a Polish cocktail with vodka that I can make.
Żubrówka avec jus de pomme, ça s'appelle tatanka.
Ça s'appelle
Tatanka, bison.
Tatanuka.
Tatanka. Bison en... Bison.
Un bison.
Regarde.
Attends, mais ouvre pas mon cadeau. T'es en train d'ouvrir
Regarde.
mon cadeau là.
Żubrówka, l'herbe de bison.
Wow, okay, I like it, mate. We're gonna have to figure out. We'll do another after show party somewhere.
Tu sais l'histoire là, il y a une herbe de bison dans la bouteille, une herbe de bison exprès pour le goût. Voilà.
Nice, mate. I can't wait.
Et la petite histoire dit que le bison, il a fait pipi sur l'herbe, comme ça donne le goût à la vodka.
D'accord,
Voilà.
c'est pour ça que la couleur elle est un peu jaune.
Voilà.
Et vous avez des histoires bizarres en Pologne, c'est cool.
Ça me fait super plaisir, franchement, merci. Franchement,
Ah bah écoute, mais merci à toi d'avoir acheté ce truc-là. Et puis, quand je fais un autre show, c'est juste que là, c'était le bordel. Je suis désolé que déjà le spectacle, il a commencé en retard. Il était censé commencer à 20h. Je crois qu'on a commencé à... Je me rappelle plus quand on avait fait le... Ah bah j'ai la vidéo, attends, je peux te dire exactement à quelle heure on a ouvert les portes. On était censé ouvrir les portes.
J'ai tout vu, j'ai vu les confettis, j'ai tout vu les confettis.
Bah,
J'ai
on a
vu.
ouvert les portes une demi-heure en retard. Ah bah non, pas trop en fait. Je sais pas, à 19h30.
Eh,
Oh, whatever. I'm sorry that I
eh,
didn't make it to get to that you could
en
get me my.
moins, j'ai eu plaisir d'être assis à côté de ton collègue, là, comment il s'appelle, asiatique, là. C'est quoi? Il s'appelle comment?
Bunaimin.
Voilà, il était assis à côté de moi, au bar. Voilà.
Nice. Bah ça c'est cool.
OK. Bah,
Euh,
franchement, merci.
Bah
Merci,
de rien, ça me
franchement.
fait plaisir. Merci à toi et puis
Bah, ça me
merci
fait plaisir.
d'avoir été là depuis le début
J'ai
sur
dû,
les
j'ai
lives.
dû, j'ai dû partir parce que ma femme, elle était vraiment pas bien, donc j'ai dû rentrer en catastrophe.
Non mais
Et,
t'inquiète, t'inquiète, il y a pas de souci.
euh,
Euh,
et
c'est-
en octobre, s'il y a des places en octobre à l'européen, moi, j'y vais tout de suite. Je
Ah,
réserve.
bien
Il n'y a pas
sûr,
de
bah
souci.
il y a plein de places parce que là on vient de mettre en vente les places. Il y a aucun souci. Et
Il n'y
puis
a
on
pas de
s'écrit
souci.
sur Facebook et
Il n'y a
on
pas
se
de
retrouve
souci.
pour boire une bière.
Il n'y a pas de souci. Bon, j'espère que ça va
All
mieux
right,
ta
mate.
tête, là. Tu as une tête bizarre.
All right, mate.
Bon,
It's been a
thank you.
pleasure
Thank you so
finally
much.
meeting you
Thank you so
online.
much.
Cool,
Thank
man.
you
See you
so much.
later. See you soon. Cheers.
Bisous.
Yes, thanks very much. Cheers. Right, let's get somebody else on the chat. Put in the waiting room. Oh, Piotr K. Love it. Who have we got who I've not met yet before? Um, let's do Margaret Phoenix. Margaret Phoenix. It's been on the show quite a lot on the chat. Margaret Phoenix. I'm calling your name out now so that you're like, oh, it's going to happen. Margaret Phoenix. Make sure, if you're on your phone, I forgot to say that, make sure it's sideways so we can see the full beautifulness of your face, and then sound and video. Right, Margaret, I'm going to admit you to the chat and see what happens. Let's have it. Hold on, let me just move that. There we go. Margaret Phoenix, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Pow,
Yeah.
pow, pow. Audio first time. Yes.
Wow.
How's it going?
Ah, très bien, merci. Et toi?
Ouais, ça va très bien. Je me suis dit, je te parlais en anglais parce que on dirait un nom anglais, Margaret Phoenix.
Oui, c'est vrai. I am American.
You're American, very cool. Do you live in America or do you live somewhere else?
No, I live in America. Yeah.
Nice. Whereabouts?
Près de Boston. So there are a lot of francophones and native French speakers in Boston area. So come.
Yeah.
Come
And
to Worcester. I live in Worcester, which is an hour west. So come there because it's easier for me.
right. What's interesting, randomly, about French and the town Boston is that I think in France, I know that the Quebec people in Quebec say Boston.
Ouais.
But in France, on dit Boston en français, non? Chérie? La ville aux États-Unis, on dit Boston aux États-Unis en anglais, en français? Ouais. Et so French people say Boston, but Québécois say Boston.
Oui.
And we find it apparent. French people find it funny when Quebecers say, "Hey, tu connais-tu Boston là?" So how do you pronounce it when you're speaking French? Do you say Boston or Boston?
Ah, je pense que je dis Boston, à Boston.
Boston, okay. But
Et-
then do you say Washington?
Je dirais Boston.
Right, exactly. Well, what's weird is I don't think French people, well, les Québécois, ils disent pas Washington. So I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, that's cool. And what do you do, Margaret? Qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? C'est quoi comment ça se fait que tu parles français?
J'étais bibliothécaire pendant 15 ans, mais à cause du budget, j'ai perdu mon emploi et maintenant je travaille au Trader Joe's, mais
Trader Joe's, c'est un marché, c'est ça? Genre un
supermarché, c'est your national chain of neighborhood grocery stores or something.
And aren't they like specifically like organic or something like that? There's something?
They're just really cool. It's really cool. It's a really great company to work for. But right now I'm old, so I'm taking advantage of unemployment and not working with the public. So I get to see
are you so you're not even working from home, you're like out. What's the English word that we say? Furlough, is that the thing?
Unemployment. I'm on unemployment. I'm not furloughed because they didn't say, oh, you have to stop working.
Okay.
But it was my choice. And the way the law works right now, because of COVID, I can collect unemployment.
Right.
So,
well, that's why would you not take advantage of that? It's amazing.
So I won't be back until after you go to weekly.
And how is it that you speak such good French, Margaret?
Oh, well, my ancestry is all my relatives were French Canadians. So Michaud Lavallee, Messier, Mathurin. Yeah, I took the DNA test for
where you send all your DNA to like Google, and then now they can replicate you. They can replicate you now.
So the first announcement back to me was that I was 100% French.
No, really?
That's too bizarre. So then, the more tests that come back, they kind of readjust things. So now I'm like 98.2% French, and the rest is Southern British Isles.
Wow, interesting. I feel like I want to do that DNA stuff. I'm just like dubious of like who's running that thing where they're just taking everyone's DNA, and then is it like to make future humans when we have a way of,
Great. I never thought of that before.
That was like the first, I was like, oh God, I'm worried about, I don't like using Google Maps because they track like, where you go, and Google sell all their information. And I was just like, oh, DNA. Although also I'm just like, who cares as well? Like maybe it is worth it to find out what the heritage is there. I think it's fascinating. That's cool.
So I've tracked back to the mid 1700s.
Wow.
And then I'm kind of at a standstill because there are so many name changes. When people were writing things down, it was all oral, and then the person writing it was guessing at how it was spelled. And so my great grandfather's name was Thomas ou Dama. It was either Thomas or Dama. Okay. So at least we knew that, but further back it gets crazy. So I should be taking this time off to do more of the research.
So did you start learning French because you learned all of that, or did you already know French and then you were just like
back to that question? So I went to a Catholic grammar school starting at 3rd grade, and we had Sisters of Notre Dame, and they taught us French. My parents spoke French. Actually, French was their maternal language. But they always spoke English to us, except for around Christmas time when they were hiding presents. And
it was like the secret mum and dad language that the kids didn't understand.
Un petit dispute entre so that was in French. My grandparents spoke French. My great-grandparents only spoke French. So, we'd go down to Rhode Island and go,
Well, that's awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much for sharing your story. And for joining the Zoom. That was really cool to finally meet you virtually and see your face.
Yeah, it was great to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Cheers, bye. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Margaret Phoenix, round of applause. Right. Yes, round of applause. I've just cancelled, I've finished the Zoom. Because I'm going to call Rolly before he gets too impatient for the show. Thank you again for joining the show, ladies and gentlemen. That was the part of the show. Where's the jingle? Called Who the Fuck Are You? Hey, who the fuck are you? I don't know. Let's get on Zoom and find out. Oh, so much fun getting to meet some of you guys. And your stories are incredible. Every time someone's got a fun story, there's not been one boring person so far on the Zooms. I'm waiting. It'll just be who could be super boring. I don't know. It'll probably be somebody who I'm like, finally, and it's just like, yeah, I just hang out. That's not it. People. Normal boring people are not watching this show. Let's face it. People that are watching this show are all pretty cool. So, right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to learn some Québécois with my friend Rolly. Since we were talking about Québécois, what a transition.
Québécois. Tabarnak, calice de merde. Mais qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, ça? Je comprends rien.
All right, for those of you who might be new to the show, my friend Rolly Assal is a Québécois, and he's a comedian, and we've been friends for a long time, and he's on the show every day, and we learn some Québécois and generally have a bit of fun. Now, before I call Rolly, he sent me a video at 3 in the morning. I received it at 3 a.m. my time. So I guess it's not too bad. What's that? Almost midnight. How much? What's the time difference? 6 hours? I don't know. Anyway, let me show you this video that he sent me, and you can determine whether or not you think he's drunk or not. I reckon he's shit-faced, or he's just being fun. Let me let me find. Hold on. I tell you what. I'll do it on my phone. It'll be easier to show you on the screen. Oh, but then you won't hear the sound. You've got to hear the sound. Hold on. Right, hold on. that just started straight away. Right, let me play the video with the sounds. I think you can hear it. And you determine. We'll ask him in a minute when we get him on Skype. Here we go.
Tout nu sur la plage, j'étais tout nu sur la plage. Tout nu sur la plage, j'étais tout nu sur la plage. I give me the knee, I can't get the knee, they will get the knee, I'm getting the knee, I give me the vibe, je ne pas de mon knee. I mean, the vibe, de mon knee, I can't get the knee, I can't get the knee. Je ne faisais pas de mon knee. J'étais tout nu sur la plage, tout nu sur la plage.
Let's give him a call and find out if he was naked on the beach or not. It made me laugh. I didn't get it to this morning when I checked my phone, but it was very fucking funny. Yeah, people are saying the the voice, the vocals. Wait for it. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Get the camera on.
C'est tabarnak. J'ai fait une vidéo sans me le dire, sacrément.
There we go. Rolly Assal's in the house. Ça va?
Là, j'ai l'air d'une merde devant tout le monde, là.
Alors, t'étais tout nu sur la plage?
J'étais tout nu, ben raide.
T'étais bourré ou pas quand t'as enregistré ça?
C'est quoi?
T'étais bourré ou pas quand t'as enregistré ça?
Non, j'étais pas bourré, ça c'est naturel, ça. Hey, bourré. Ok, je vais t'envoyer une vidéo de moi quand je suis bourré, tu vas voir, c'est pas pareil.
Ah ouais.
Je suis tout nu sur la plage pour vrai.
And that is how you celebrate la Saint-Jean-Baptiste.
La Saint-Jean-Baptiste, on écoute les 3 accords.
Les 3 accords. Some people spotted that in the chat. They were like, les 3 accords. You are the... Well, you've shared some of their stuff on the show before.
Yeah, these guys are legend.
Susie Withers says bourré sur la plage.
Bourré sur la plage. J'étais bourré sur la plage. Nice glasses, Rolly. Thank you, Olivia. She noticed.
Olivia Chung. Yeah, it says nice glasses, Rolly. I didn't notice. Oh yeah, they're. What are they new? No, you've had them for ages, haven't you?
I had the same thing back in 2018.
Right.
Mais I broke them, so I bought a new pair, and I just got them like 1 minute ago.
Oh, did you get them in the post?
I got them in the post.
Nice.
J'ai tout reçu ça, madame. Bien vu, VLC. Clac. Yeah. What's up? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa? What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say.
Madon.
What are we learning today? What's the expression?
Je sais pas, j'avais le goût de parler de films québécois. Je sais pas s'il y a des gens qui ont leurs films québécois préférés. Mais
Bah.
une expression que j'aime beaucoup, c'est de dire nous, ici au Québec, quand on dit aller au cinéma, on dit ouais, je vais aller au vu. Au vu.
Je vais aller au vu.
Aller au vu.
Aller au vu.
Aller au vu veut dire aller voir un film, aller au cinéma, aller avec une concubine. Mais il y a aussi une autre expression qui a dérivé de ça, c'est quand on dit, je sais pas si on dit ça en France, on dit c'est arrangé avec le gars des vues.
On s'est arrangé avec le gars des vues.
Non, mais tu peux l'écrire, attends, tu sais.
On s'est arrangé avec le gars des vues. Non, ça veut dire que tu as eu des billets gratuits ou un truc comme ça?
Non, du tout. Ça veut dire que, tu vois, when we talk about movie making and cinema, everything we see in the movies are technically like, it's untrue, it's false, it's a movie, everything's fake, right?
Ouais.
So when you say like, ton truc, c'est arrangé avec le gars des vues, which means the guy behind the movies, the guy who made the movies.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is, t'as falsifié un truc. Je te donne un exemple. Ton ami arrive chez vous, puis il fait comme, hey les gars, j'ai gagné $1 million. Tu fais, arrête, c'est pas vrai. Tu fais, regardez, puis là, il te montre $1 million. Tu fais, arrête, c'est pas vrai. C'est arrangé avec le gars des vues. Like, you tricked something. When you trick somebody, when you do something, c'est arrangé avec le gars des vues. It means t'as manigancé. On pourrait dire manigancé.
Right, okay. I like it. Aller au vu.
No, aller au vu.
In English, we just say go. I mean, in English and American is different, where in English we say go to the cinema, and in America they'd say go to the movies or go to the theater, which is weird because the theater for us is like real life, thing, but Americans call it a movie theater, whereas we call it a cinema, which I guess we took from the French cinéma, and we were just like, yeah.
Mais aller au vu, c'est du vieux québécois quand même. Ça se dit encore dans les régions, mais je pense pas qu'on va entendre quelqu'un à Montréal dire « Hey, il me semble que j'ai le goût d'un film, on va-tu au vu? »
Tu sais ce que ça me fait penser?
Non.
Ça me fait penser au cinéma Le Colossus à Laval.
Tabarnak, c'est laid, ce cinéma-là.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Jesus. On peut en parler, mais c'est laid. C'est laid.
On the island of Laval, which is the island that's next to the island of Montreal. It's a suburb of Montreal. They have a horrific cinema. It's basically like a landmark in Laval, and it's called the Colossus, or it was called the Colossus. It's now called the Cineplex, but when I lived there for a year, and it looks like a UFO. Here's my phone, the picture of it, the Colossus, and it was there's the original picture of it. I mean, it's like it's like the aliens landed on Earth, and where did they go? Fucking Laval, the suburb of Montreal. Oh, yes. I mean, it felt like Planet. What was Pizza Planet? What was that thing in Toy Story 1? Was it Pizza Planet? The place where they go and I think it is Pizza Planet. It felt like Pizza Planet.
Oh, c'est tellement. Le Colossus, c'est tellement laid, le design de ce truc. Je sais pas si on peut voir une photo, mais de l'ancien Colossus. It was like, they built a theater that oh, fuck, c'est laid. Je l'ai, I got it. A theater that looks like a spaceship. Oh, c'est laid. Ah non, bro, regarde tes messages textes. Mate,
attends.
Paul.
Mais tu es en train de regarder le live en même temps ou pas?
Ouais.
Parce que j'ai mis la photo.
Ah, tu l'as mis?
Ouais, regarde.
Ah oui, tu l'as, ok. Elle n'était pas apparue, il était là. Ok. Ah, c'est laid.
C'est laid. C'est laid?
C'est laid. Yes, c'est laid. And I remember when you would go in, les machines pour payer avec la carte bleue, avec les machines to pay like debit, credit.
Ouais.
C'était les machines, c'était des aliens verts qui
Oh
they were
non.
holding the machine like that. C'était comme why fais juste un cinéma normal, Chris. C'est quoi ce design mal fait de c'est qui l'ingénieur qui a fait ça? Moi, c'est ça que je veux savoir. C'est qui l'architecte qui s'est dit ouais, mais je vais faire un vaisseau spatial à Laval? C'est bon.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I just remember it being like a joke when we used to work at Laval together, and it's just like,
C'était
what?
laid. C'était laid.
C'était horrible.
Il y a-
Oh, hold on, quick one from Michael Utio. 20 euros. He says, I will start work next week. I won't be able to watch the live anymore. Thank you for the last 3 months. Oh, Michael. Congratulations on going back to work. I'm happy that you're going back to work. That's cool. I'm not yet back to work. But thank you for the 20 euros, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure hanging out for 3 months. And this is like a goodbye party. It's gonna on fucking whenever this ends. I think on the 8th now, because
Mate,
I
look at
took
his
a day off.
picture, man. Jesus, look at his picture. Michael Utio, long hair, good-looking guy. Si bol.
Yeah, or it's just he's typed in Google Images like, "Hey, find me a good picture," and like good-looking guy. I imagine
Right.
that's him though. I mean, he looks like a Michael.
Mate, Anil Kuldip wrote at Paul Taylor Royasal, isn't it the Cosmodome next to it? How does that person know?
Anil Kuldip, I think he lives. We spoke to him the other day. Did we speak to him the other day, or was that
He's in
Carlos
the
Camejo?
Cosmodome. Oui,
No,
le
we did speak. We
Cosmodome,
spoke
c'est
to
à
Anil.
côté.
Yeah, he lives there. And yes, the Cosmodome is next to it, so that kind of makes sense. The Cosmodome being like the planet, the space, the Québécois Space Agency.
Ah, c'est laid. Ah, c'est laid.
Ah putain! Ah, l'Agence spatiale du Québec.
C'est tellement comme là, tu sais, t'as un gros vaisseau spatial, un gros cinéma en forme de spaceship, puis à côté t'as le Price Café, le Carrefour Laval. Tout des...
Oh,
c'est
c'est
laid.
cool.
Fait que c'est
Ouais.
arrangé que le gars des vues, voilà. Je sais pas, personne m'a dit c'est quoi son film québécois préféré.
Elle a chaud là. Hein, elle est en train de... Quoi? Oui, on parlait de film préféré. Bah le mien, je te dis, le mien c'est Bon Cop Bad Cop. Parce que c'est le premier film québécois que j'ai regardé quand je me suis dit, oh, I'm gonna go to Quebec. What film should I watch? And I found a film called Bon Cop Bad Cop. And there's a whole part in there where he talks about swearing at tabarnak, de colis. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Bon Cop Bad Cop. If you're interested in learning a bit more Québécois French and just seeing a fun film, Bon Cop, and there's a good comedian in it, Bon Cop Bad Cop.
I got one to recommend for people
Yeah,
who want to
go
watch
for
it. And it's pretty much available worldwide on Netflix now. The first Québécois Netflix original movie.
Oh, nice. What's it called?
It's called, en français,
En
Jusqu'au
français.
Jusqu'au déclin.
Jusqu'au déclin. Until the decline.
A friend of mine did that movie. He was the director of that movie. I'm very proud of him. A great movie, available on Netflix, pretty much in a lot of countries. Je sais pas c'est quoi en anglais. Attends, Jusqu'au déclin, film anglais.
Well, let me just open up fucking Netflix on my phone.
The Decline.
The Decline. I guess that
The
makes
Decline.
sense. The Decline, and it's...
Mate, c'est vraiment cool ce film. Surtout que ça arrive au moment du coronavirus, and it talks about a group of people who are preparing themselves for like the end of the world type of thing. Really good.
Okay. Let me see if Netflix will allow me. Yeah, it'll show. There we go. Jusqu'au déclin. Netflix. Nice.
Là, on rentre dans les questions cinéma. OK, Roy. Parle de la petite séduction, de la grande séduction, le film La Grande Séduction, qui est un grand film québécois. C'est un film magnifique, La Grande Séduction. C'est un peu loin dans mes souvenirs. Mais do you like Xavier Dolan? Yes, I like Xavier Dolan. I like how he tells the stories, how his stories are so personal. I love the movie J'ai tué ma mère, first movie he's ever done.
Who's
And
this?
I like
This? Are you talking about the
Xavier Dolan.
director?
Xavier Dolan, yeah.
Xavier Dolan. Yeah. Loads of people in France love him.
Of course, he's good. Il est toujours là au Festival de Cannes, toujours prêt à gagner quelque chose. J'ai énormément de respect pour Xavier Dolan. Son avant-dernier film, qui s'appelle...
what's this? Russell Bowser saying the decline on Bon Cop, Bad Cop are on Netflix. Is Bon Cop bad? It depends where you are in the world. Netflix is different all across the world, so it might not be on your if you have Netflix. Bon Cop.
Ah, c'est ça. Lucie Lafont l'a dit. Le film.
Attends,
film
ils ont fait un
jusqu'au-
deuxième. Ils ont fait un deuxième Bon Cop,
Ouais,
Bad
il y a
Cop.
un deuxième. Ben oui, il y a un deuxième, Chris. Allô?
Tabarnak. Je vais regarder ça.
Ouais. Jusqu'au déclin, c'est ça. Lucie Lafont l'a dit, des survivalistes. Jusqu'au déclin, c'est l'histoire d'un groupe de survivalistes. C'est quoi des survivalistes?
Yeah, survivalists.
Yeah.
It's the same word in English.
Ouais, je sais, exactement. Mon film québécois préféré, c'est Menteur. As-tu vu? Je ne l'ai pas encore vu, Menteur, mais apparemment que c'est très, très, très drôle.
Okay.
Louis-José Hood, a great comedian here that we have, is one of the main characters of that movie, Menteur. I really need to watch that movie. Thank you for reminding me that I have to watch that movie.
Nice.
Fuck, j'aime ça. Les gens ils aiment ça, les films québécois, là. C'est fou, ça. Ah ouais,
La
mère,
guerre, c'est pas une raison de se faire mal. La guerre des tucs.
Who wrote that? La guerre des tucs.
Cynthia Edmond.
Oh, putain. Je cherchais une expression de film. Et une des expressions qui me vient le plus souvent, c'est une citation du film La guerre des tucs.
La guerre des tucs. Alors, tuc, déjà, c'est les bonnets.
C'est les bonnets,
en
ouais.
québécois. So, hats. Yeah. So, la guerre. There's a fucking film called The Fight of the Hats.
And it's basically a bunch of kids during winter who are fighting each other, and they're building it's who is building the biggest fort with snow, and they're making like a war between each other, and things go crazy, and like it's super funny. It's hilarious. It's being back as a kid back in 1991. I think it's such an amazing movie, and the further you get in the movie, the more the kids get hurt for real. Like they really get hurt. And one of the kids was getting mad, and he shouted like, "Hey!" Il dit la guerre, c'est pas une raison pour se faire mal, which is super funny because it's completely the opposite. Because la guerre, the only reason we have war is to hurt someone else. That's the only reason why. But the fact that he said it in another kind of way was really la guerre, c'est pas une raison pour se faire mal.
Yeah,
and it became like a huge phrase from a movie. It's a catchphrase from a movie.
Lauriane A says la guerre des tucs. C'est à 19h avec l'apéro. Tu connais les biscuits tucs?
Ouais.
Enfin, pas les biscuits, comment t'appelles ça? Des gâteaux, c'est pas des gâteaux non plus, c'est des quoi?
C'est pas des pâtisseries, c'est des...
Des crackers?
Ouais, genre, peut-être.
Des gâteaux apéritifs, je sais pas. Anyway, tuk biscuits, it's the war of the tuks à 19... Fuck, it's a good joke, but I was trying to explain it. And
last movies, I will write them down. Probably my favorite trilogy I've ever watched from Quebec, and it's a famous director called Ricardo Troggi, and he made a sequel, and here it is. The sequel is 1981, 1987, and 1991.
Oh, is this a thing where, because they made a similar thing, I can't remember if it was in England, is it where they follow kids? Is it like more of like a documentary thing where they actually follow like kids growing up in different...
Yes, but it's not it's not a documentary. It's like a fiction of you're following one specific kid back in 1991. So when you watch the movie, you feel how he was back in 1981 because it was our generation when we were born, and then when he was in 1991, he gets to high school. So you relate to everything throughout the movies. And in 1987, he's in high school. 1991, he starts university and he starts traveling around the world to study, like comme l'auberge espagnole.
Ouais, mais c'est une fiction. Mais il joue lui-même ou pas? Je comprends pas.
Oui, Ricardo Troggi, he's the director, and he uses a character. He projects himself. He projects his own story through that kid.
Okay. That's cool, man.
You relate really cool concept. You relate to everything. So 1991, 87, 81, probably the best movies I've watched.
Attends, ils sont pas sortis. They didn't come out on those dates. No, okay.
Well, no.
No, because 1981 came out in 2018.
Movie. No, 1981 I think came out like in 1991. Then in 2000, 1987 came out, and then
Right.
last year, the movie 1991 came out last year.
Ah, that's cool, man. I like
Yep.
it.
C'est vraiment bon. Je crois, available on iTunes to rent, I believe.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a fucking cool concept, though. I know they did like a documentary series where kids. There was a documentary series where they filmed like kids in three. Not three
Different-
generations, but like 10 years later or 20. It must have been 10.
Mhm.
I can't remember. Anyone remember that in the chat? Anyone? There's like I can't even remember where it's from. Whether it's the US. What's going on? Why is my mail going crazy? Uh-oh. Are we still on? Yeah. Okay, my email just went crazy. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. 7 Up. Is that what it's called? 7 Up series of documentaries. Okay, people are saying 7 Up. Okay, so it's British. Okay, Brumplum,
Wow.
7 Up. Yeah, that's it. So that's 7 Up series. 7 Up series. Directed a group, interviews a group of British children aged 7 from varying backgrounds on a range of subjects. So it was released in 1964. Jesus Christ, it's old. I didn't realize it was that old.
Fudge.
But then I feel like they were. I don't know. But it's a really cool concept of like speaking, like interviewing people over their life and seeing what they're going through. So, yeah, it's cool. Boyhood, people are saying. Okay, so Boyhood is another thing. Okay, cool. Nice one. All right, mate.
Cool. On se parle.
Thanks for being on the show tomorrow. French Friday. On fait français uniquement.
On fait français uniquement. Ben correct, ça.
Ben correct. Et puis,
Take care.
si t'as d'autres trucs drôles à m'envoyer à 3h du matin, n'hésite pas à m'envoyer d'autres photos de toi qui chantes.
Parfait.
Je suis nu à la plage.
Ouais, c'est ça.
All right, see you later.
All right. See you. Bye.
Bisous, bye.
Ciao.
Leslie Beagle, my ex-husband was in that. Really? In what? In 7 Up? That's fucking cool. Nice. I'll have to go and go back and re-watch that and see what the story was. I've never watched it. I just remember hearing about it and thinking, oh, what an incredible. That sounds crazy. Right, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us almost to the end of the show. I've just got a couple of people to thank on the super chat. Before we go, thank you for contributing. As always, it means a lot. That this is my job. It has been for the past 3 months. Oh, we're all gonna cry when it's finished. Boo-hoo! The only person that's gonna be happy is my wife. Margaret Phoenix, thank you for your $5. Why are you paying me? After it's great, thanks. It's so fun to talk with you. Yeah, it was great to talk with you, Ryan the Burger and Claire. Got you, Sebastian, Evka, yeah, and I got the rest of you as well. So thank you for the contributions to the channel, which I mean, even after these lives, it just means I can be independent. I don't have to go telling TV companies, hey, can you produce this show for me? And then it becomes exclusive on those TV shows. I just want to make short videos for internet, and that's always possible when it's all independent and it's funded by you guys, and then it's for you guys. Do you know what I mean? Instead of it being funded by the TV and it's exclusive to a certain platform, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Emily License said, I think my super chat failed. Oh, maybe it did. I don't know, Emily. I didn't see you come up on my little background situation, background icon here. So maybe it did, maybe it didn't. If you did, then it might come through at another point. I don't know. But thank you anyway for trying. I appreciate it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, French Friday, Les Vendredis. Oh, I'm so stealing that name. Les Vendredis. Tomorrow's show will be 100% or close to in French, and we'll chat shit. Let's do it, shall we? I might crack out a beer for tomorrow because it's Friday. It's the weekend. So let's do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching the show. I appreciate it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow for another episode of Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live. Thanks for watching Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live. See you dickhead soon for another episode.